We are
Happy
live.
Wednesday, and we are live.
Hump day.
We got Melissa, Judy, Amber, Jennifer. It's a crowd, yeah. Okay, I have a funny story to start off with
Do
while we
tell.
wait for the rest to join us. I know Zaza's coming. I usually I get my nails done about every 3 to 4 weeks. And hey Sherry. I get a manicure every other time. Usually I get the color changed, I get gel, and then the next time I get a manicure and then I just get the change because it's faster and cheaper to just change the nail color. So I knew I had the live tonight and I work until 4:30, and so I made an appointment to only get the color changed. That's a 30-minute ordeal. You walk in, they take the color off. I'm talking about my nails. They take the color off, they put the new color, and you're out of there. Well, my little girl, who's been doing my nails for 2 years now, was wanting to try something new. She watched the YouTube video and she wants to try something new on my nails, and she's not going to charge me.
No.
And I was like, oh, okay. Like, so my appointment was for 5 o'clock. I got there at 4:45 because I went right after work. I left at 6:30
Why?
because she was like, "Oh, you're my last appointment. I'm gonna try something new." Well, it was like 6:20. I was like, "I gotta go."
Uh, that's why I
And
don't do
Zaza,
those things. That takes too
I mean,
long.
she did a really good job. Look, I have a whole
I like the
um,
square cut.
but she painted a galaxy, and it's really awesome. Like it looks so cool, but I really didn't not need to be there that long.
No
Look how
time.
cool it looks.
It is cute. But
I got one on each.
how long does it normally take?
30 minutes.
Oh, gosh. Yes, viewers waiting.
Look, she had all the time in the world. Apparently, she had 4 worlds. Isn't that cute, though? So I left her a big old tip because she didn't charge me. Oh, she got all excited. She's been
Now
doing
you're
my nails
just
for 2 years.
now you're just going to encourage her to do it again.
Well, now I know not to be her last appointment at the end of the day.
That's true.
Yeah, because she said usually her last appointment, she'll offer something or she'll do something like that. Yeah, so it's gel. And look, that's what she did. You see
I
the big
like,
old planet in there? You gotta
but I
get the
like.
magnet out.
Oh dear, I like the shape though. The square.
Yeah. So it's got like so the yeah, and no Wednesday appointments either. So you put the polish on the top has metal in it, and then you get a magnet out, and she can move the little glitter around with the magnet. It's really cool, but no, like, yeah, it's epic.
That's cute.
They really look amazing, like, and she usually picks the color for me. When I walk in, she'll say, "Go look at the browns." So I'll get brown, like, that's what she tells me, and so I'll pick, like, 2 or 3, and then she picks from there. So she's really good, I really like her, she does a great job, um, but I was not anticipating an hour and a half
How long
to
will
get my
that
nails
last?
did
How long will it last?
until it grows out, like 3 weeks,
Oh, that's not too bad.
and it won't chip. It won't chip or anything. It's just they're gonna get long, and I'm just gonna need to go do them. Well, I ended up paying because of the tip I left her for these, but, I'm very happy with it, it's cute.
I just polished
Um,
my own nails, and my urologist one time they were all faded, and I didn't, half not done. And he said, "What is this? What is this a new style or something?" I'm like, "No."
that's
I
no,
know.
they're just bad.
Yeah.
Okay, Annette, I wanna tell you, I saw I think you made a comment today on one of the Discord groups, and I love the name Fabric Magician. I love it. I love it. I love it. So hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. Another funny thing that happened to me today is, so I work at a children's hospital and I see all the new mamas and their new babies and go and check in and do my social work thing. Today I go and check on a baby and she had these so huge, just big old cheeks. And I was commenting about how cute she was. And the mom said, "Yeah, she's a little cheeky." I'm cheeky too. It was cute. So Jen, okay, so I've been kind of yapping my mouth. What have you been up to? What you been doing? What's going on in the shop?
Well, I've been having a hard time getting back full time, and I've been helping Sarah with Jamie, so that's taking a lot of my time. I did go in today, and that pattern that I was experimenting with last week. So I've started that quilt that you referred to me, a t-shirt
Tell the
quilt.
Yeah, what the pattern is.
Oh, what's it called? Split formation. It has a 12 and a half t-shirt, and then you do 12 and a half blocks of leftover t-shirt material, and then you end up sewing rows together and then splitting them, cutting them, and then reassembling them, and it comes out really
So
cute.
so you end up with what? Why am I echoing?
Maybe we're loud.
You end up with like 15-inch blocks.
Yeah,
But
approximately.
then you turn them. Yeah.
Right. You cut, you put four of them together and then you split them up into four, and then you can, so they're all different colors. It's really cute. It's very simple. Very simple. Don't you like the alligators on the nails?
Yes.
I wonder if you're.
So it was my intention to do alligators on the nails for festival, but I did not have time. That's why I put that up, because I wanted to make sure and say it. But there will be an alligator on the nail. Maybe I'll do a Christmas alligator. And I am always lost in space, Zaza. You know this. So yeah, I'm excited about that quilt pattern, Mom. It's a t-shirt quilt that makes it look not like the same block over and over, because you turn the blocks a little bit.
And so they're all
So I'm
different
excited to
colors.
see that. It looks super easy.
It is. It is. I did it in a couple of days. Well, it took me one day to figure out the pattern. You know how I am.
Yeah.
And it uses all the t-shirts, the backs.
Awesome. Are you
Mm-hmm.
gonna have enough fabric with the t-shirts, or are you gonna mix in some other fabric?
No, I used I just used all the t-shirts. There's a center block, the same color for each block, that eventually gets split into four. But I used regular material, regular cotton for that, just for
Gray.
because I want, that you must have 10 bolts of that blue marble stuff. That's what I use for the centers, because you gave me enough for the back. So no, you did. No, I know. I take it back. You did not. But I do have a lot of it, pieces and all.
Okay. This is might be a problem. We didn't discuss blue in that quilt.
Well, it's not really blue. It's a light gray. You know the bolts I'm talking about. You have so much of that. You know what?
Right?
You just caught me.
I'm like in a panic.
No, I know, and rightfully so, because I just got confused. It was just a little glitch in my thinking. That was for another quilt, actually. I think I'm not sure now. I'm very confused. We may need to
People, are y'all watching? This is real time. What happens? We worked, and most people say do whatever, it's not a big deal. This particular quilt person was not like that. She was very particular about the colors, and blue was not one of them. So when Jennifer said she put blue in the center, I was like,
Well, it's not really blue.
okay, the gray.
Do you know what I'm talking about? You have so much of that material. We use it for everything. It's light gray. To me, it kind of looks bluish.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna send you a picture of it tomorrow because I'm really wanting to get it done. I might have to take that out. I haven't sewed it together yet.
So, like, this is what I gave you.
That's it. That's what I use for the
Okay.
centers. It's only a 5-inch square in each block that's chopped up into 4.
Okay. I imagined blue.
No. Yeah, no. To me, but yeah,
Right.
that's great. Yes. Okay.
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 The people in the
Okay.
all good.
Chopped up blocks. That's a good way to describe it. That's exactly what it is. You put 4 12.5-inch blocks together with sashing in the middle and down the middle and down the side. And then it chops up into different pieces and then you rearrange them. Quite fun.
I love it.
Yeah. I don't imagine that you would do that pattern though. It's so simple.
I'm looking for simple.
Oh, are you?
If I could do t-shirt quilts again if it was something I always did the exact same thing and it was super simple and everybody was cool with it. Nah, probably not.
No. Or have you had time to sew?
That's
No.
kind of what I want to talk about tonight.
Oh, okay.
So, as the people may remember, I was in a rush to finish gathering up a pattern that I wrote for this quilt for my Acadian flag quilt. Hey, Jordy. And I made one last year, the one that the dog chewed through. When I made that quilt, used it to write the pattern. So I wrote the pattern. I did not test the pattern after I wrote it, but I did all the measurements and it looked like it was about right. I knew it wasn't perfect, but I only made a couple of copies and I was like, okay, if I sell any, I'm just going to tell the people that it's not a perfect pattern and I'm still working on it to please give me feedback. Well, we didn't sell any, thank God. I
And
think maybe I sold one.
we talked about that last week too, how it's not exactly like if you were
Right.
picky about patterns, this one's not for you.
Yeah. Right. So that's about like the way the pattern is written. So I figured out this week that the math of the pattern is way off.
How did that happen?
Like way off. So in Tanya's quilt, the dog bit quilt, so this is one row of triangles. So in the pattern, I have 5 rows of blue and then 5 rows of red. In the quilt that I made when I wrote the pattern, there are 7 of each, not 5.
Oh dear.
So that's the difference. Yeah, that's the difference and it's way longer.
It's supposed to be
Well,
longer.
no. This is like, yes, it's supposed to be longer. So this pattern that I wrote makes a quilt the size of a flag that I purchased online. Like it's a good size if I want to make a throw size. But the pattern is supposed to be a twin and it is the wrong size quilt. Like the pattern makes a throw instead of a twin. Does that make sense?
And you're selling it as a twin.
I'm selling it as a twin, but if it doesn't make a twin size quilt.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear is right. So I called Jennifer and I was like, "Do not sell any of them. They're all wrong."
And um, Phyllis came into the shop, and I thought she would have wanted one. She just is recovering from an injury, and so we didn't
Yeah.
talk about the pattern. But it crossed my mind to get her to buy one, and that was that day. But I didn't get around to it.
So it's not a huge fix. All I have to do is change the numbers of how many, like, so instead of doing like 32 blue triangles, I need like 42. And instead of 5 rows, I need 7. So it's just a matter of counting up how many triangles go in each color in the big picture. And then once that's set, so it's not a huge fix. And I will probably only have to reprint one page out of the pattern
Oh,
because, like, I pulled it up today. So as I'm rereading the pattern, like, it says it should measure 64 by 45.
I'm reading Zaza's thing. It's funny. Yes, indeed.
Um, yeah, they the good news is I did not print a bunch of them, and I caught it before I sold them.
I think we could sell them as throws, though. We could say this is a mistake. Cut the price. Sell it as a twin. Nope, not
No,
okay.
no, 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 no.
Okay.
No, because it's like we'll just have to reprint one of the pages
Oh,
and
okay.
pull it out of the pattern and put it in.
Oh, yeah. That's so simple.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really think I mean, it will have wasted some money, but I'm glad I caught it before I went and sold
Yeah.
a bunch of patterns. Because then I would have no way of knowing who bought the patterns.
I've had a couple of
If
comments.
they're not downloaded, they're printed.
Yeah. Um, that thing on Friday the Vermilion Parish thing, I try to post every Friday. A couple of people that, when I posted your quilt, they said, "Oh, if you had a pattern for that, I would buy it." And that was long ago before you had the pattern. So I guess I'll start posting
Yeah.
pattern for sale.
And I'm hoping, like, once I get it done, we can post the downloadable where people can buy it and just download it, where they don't have to get the print version. Um, once I fix the bugs. Yeah, it's not even gonna be a big issue. I'm glad I caught it. But
How
now this one, I have to
how
add a
did
bunch of,
you
like,
what was the situation that you noticed it was wrong?
so at the festival, a lady and her mama, or a lady and her daughter, which have a couple of a mother-daughter pair, were in the shop, and they were looking at the pattern, and I was trying to sell them the pattern, but they don't sew, they wanted the quilt. And I said, "Oh, I can make one." And they were like, "No, that's okay." And they walked away. Well, the husband came back later and said, "I want to buy one for my wife for Christmas." So he bought it, and I said, "Oh, well, I'm in the middle of making one right now. You can buy the one as soon as I'm finished making it," because I was testing the pattern after I started selling the pattern.
So he bought a
So,
quilt. He bought a quilt.
yeah, so this one is for sale.
Wow.
This one is for somebody.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I started making it as a test for the pattern. Um, and I told him, I said, "Well, I'm testing the pattern. I'm going to be making one. You can buy that one." And he said, "Okay." And so this one is for him.
Well,
And
what
so
a good
as I'm
husband.
making it and using it to test the pattern, I realized that the numbers were not numbering.
Well, that was very thoughtful of him.
I know, isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Yeah. So trials and tribulations of pattern writing, things that happen. when you're in a hurry and you don't do it the proper way. He really is that it was a very sweet gesture on his part. And then I had another man buy a quilt for his wife, but she knew about it. This one is going to be a surprise, which I thought was cool.
But I didn't think you had any quilts for sale that weekend at all. That's
Not
what I've
big
been
ones.
that's what I've been telling everyone. People are still asking how it went,
Oh yeah,
how we did.
we did well.
Mhm.
So did I show the bead trees last week? I think I was working on one. Hey Rita. I think I was working on one, but I didn't have a finished one. So this one's a finished tree.
Love it.
It does not have the fence. It just has a tree line.
I like it.
Yeah.
There's that material, that blue material again.
That's gray.
Okay.
Yes, Zaza. Do you want this one? This one is not sold, Zaza. Or do you want one with a fence?
I like the fence.
For those of you, this is the fence, one with a fence. This one is sold.
Cute, cute, cute.
So I also made the very first bee tree I made. I sold it before festival. After festival was over, I mailed it to the person who purchased it, and she messaged me. Mom, I didn't tell you this, so everybody, this is Jennifer's hearing it as you hear it. She messaged me back and said, can you make me another tree, but just the tree? Don't put the beads or anything else on it. Um, so the lady who bought it from me is a quilter. She said, just make the tree because she's going to put it on the back of her daughter's jacket.
Was she at the show?
Huh?
Did she see our jackets at the show? At the
No,
festival? No. Oh.
apparently jackets are the thing now.
Oh, it is such the rage. On Pinterest, it's just like all over.
So they are in a massively huge Mardi Gras crew in New Orleans,
Oh, awesome.
a women's crew. So it's actually what the ones that throw the shoes?
I forgot the
That's what
name of
they're
it.
in.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness,
So
that's
they throw
it.
shoes. They're kind of famous. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are.
So so I'm gonna make the tree. She sent me the dimensions like for the back of the jacket. I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna answer that. She sent me the dimensions of the tree that she wants, and so I'm gonna make it and then send it to her, and I cannot wait to see what she does with it
That's
because
so
she's a
cool.
quilter.
That
Yeah,
is cool. Look, that's all I'm
yeah,
doing now is hunting down jackets because I sold, because I did so well with them. And I
yeah.
must have 10 right now that need to be done.
I love it. Well, let's do some Mardi Gras ones.
I hadn't thought about that.
Because I know a lot of ladies in our crew wear jackets with Mardi Gras stuff on them that are specific to our crew.
I'm laughing at Zaza again. This is just too hysterical. But they're little
So
shoes,
here's
and
no,
they're
they're
hardly.
regular shoes.
Oh, I thought
They
there
go
was these little red
no,
things.
no. They spend all year buying and acquiring high heel or different all kind of shoes from Goodwill and everything else. They get shoes from people and they bedazzle them.
Ah,
And they make and so when you're at a parade to get a shoe is a huge deal. And they don't swing it at you because they're fancy, they're all beaded up and stuff. So they give you a shoe. And some people have a lot of shoes, some people just have a couple of shoes. But, like, if you get a shoot, it's a big deal. I wish I could remember the name of the crew.
I know.
And I've tried to ride sometimes you can ride as a guest rider, like, you have to get on a waiting list, and if somebody, like, falls out the last minute, you can jump in their spot like a sub so that so the floats stay full, but I haven't been able to ride.
Do you know anyone that rides?
Yeah, Miss Teresa and her daughters, they're all in it.
Mm.
Yeah. Um, okay, so um oh, yeah. So, and Rita, we do Mardi Gras here in the town that we're in, but it is not the drunken party-ish. It's different than New Orleans. It's more family friendly. But we
Yeah.
have parades. We have a total of maybe 8 or 9 parades total. Um, oh, I could, Zaza. That's a good idea. I like that. Give them food poisoning and jump in their spot.
Ah, yes.
Um, so in the town I'm in, there's the parade that Jennifer and I have ridden in, and I still ride in, and she doesn't ride anymore.
Well, most of the time it's too cold, or it's freezing, or it's raining,
Yeah,
and
you
I'll
never
back
know.
out.
And you have to pay way in advance. And if the weather's bad, you lose your money. And so, yeah. So I've ridden every year since 2007. So 18 years. It's so
And
fun.
I remember one time it was really freezing, and I was here at home, and I was so worried about you guys because it was so cold, and I knew y'all were on those floats, and I think it was raining, freezing rain. Oh my!
I know the year you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh my God! It was agony.
And the real party goers will show up in the rain and the cold to catch beads because there's nobody else there. So you get all the beads. If there's half the people, but we're throwing the same amount of beads, you get so many more beads. So it's still fun ish. Okay, so let's talk about how I do it.
Yes.
It's kind of like what do they call that? Confetti quilt, confetti collage quilting. I start off with a piece of I happen to have a piece right here of Pellon or any kind of interfacing really. I have a piece of Pellon interfacing and I draw on it so that you have the picture. The sticky side is up and I just iron the pieces down as I go into whatever color or, design I want. And I do have some videos on um on our channel of me doing it. But I don't put the webbing on the back of the fabric. A lot of collage quilting will do webbing stickiness on the back of the fabric. So when they iron it down, it stays. When you do it that way, the entire piece of the fabric stays down. So I actually can show you the difference. So like this piece has webbing on the back of it, and you can see like it doesn't come up. It's stuck all the way. But like this does not. And so it is more like freeformy. Um because I like the look of it being kind of ravelly. I call this oh, it's definitely sewed. So the Pellon will get it to stick long enough to get it to the sewing machine. And then I quilt over it, and that's what makes it stay permanent. So there's definitely sewing on it. Sorry. Um, as you can, I mean, the quilting on it is thick. And there's 2 different colors here, but like, so you can see like there's a lot of quilting.
So another thing is that I know, like with the alligators that you've made, like for the face of the alligator, you used one piece. So
Instead of a bunch of little pieces. Yeah.
you differ on different patterns, the size of the pieces that you use.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll use a big piece for a face or a part of the body. And I guess it just depends on your creative instincts at the time.
Yeah, so it depends the look I'm going for. So I do sometimes use a tiny little iron. I use my little Cricut, the mini press, which is about this big. I guess it's about 4 or 5 inches wide by 3. But I also have the tiny little clover iron, and I do like you know chunks at a time. Where I'll put like a big about this much down, and I'll iron it real good, and then I move on to the next piece. Um, Yeah, and so and also parchment paper to protect the iron. Sometimes if I need to put a piece down that's not like it's maybe like a red piece and everything around it is blue, I'll put that red piece down with parchment paper and iron over it so that I don't get sticky on my iron. Like these blue and gray pieces are big strips. The green is tiny, tiny, tiny. The beads are small. This fleur de lis is just its own piece.
Shona came into the shop and brought her alligator. She finished it.
Who did?
Shona, the girl from Kaplan.
Oh, nice.
It's so cute.
I do have a party gator in every quilt. Let's see, where's my party gator on this one? Did I forget one on here? Oh my God. I did forget it. I have a crawfish on this one.
Have you used heat and bond, Amber?
Yes. I wanted to get to that.
Okay.
So the heat and bond is that sticky on both sides? And it's two sides? I definitely would not put it in a washing machine. It's a wall hanging. Um
That's a cute
um
idea. Just have the tail out or some
yeah.
of the head, yeah, peeking through.
Usually I'll do him poke. I think on the other one I did him poking out of one side. Nope, not on this one either. How do I keep forgetting?
It's that new job.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
what?
Sorry I brought it up.
What, the alligator?
No, the job.
My job?
Yeah, I said it's the job. That's why you keep forgetting to put the alligator in.
I know. Um, so the heat and bond, remind me, the heat and bond is sticky on both sides? Eyeballs in the leaves. I love that. Okay, yes, the heat and bond. Is this what you're talking about? So this I use on things that I want to stay completely down. Yeah, this one's on both sides. Um, so I do use it for some things, but not for everything. So like I'll use this for the beads that I want to stay stuck, or like if I put anything that's if I'm layering it, I'll have to put like a top layer. The heat and bond will have to be on the back side. Or sometimes I'll put like, let's say if I'm doing a strip of fabric. So if I have a strip of fabric like this, and I don't want the whole thing to be stuck down because I want the edge to kind of ravel a little bit, I'll put heat and bond just like a strip right here so that it stays, but the whole thing doesn't lay flat. It still is able to move and give some dimension. Does that make sense? Because I like the raw edges popping up and moving around. Because when you're quilting over them, they move and bend, and so they give a little bit of lift sometimes. I don't know if that's the right word. Yeah, the paper on one side. I do use that, um, but not for everything. So it depends on the product that I want to do. Like if I want it to stay down the whole way, I will use a backing on it. If it's a bunch of small pieces like the little chick that I did that I wanted it to look like fur or feathers, I want them to come up so I don't want the whole thing to lay flat. Um, there's some beautiful work that people do that is very precise, and they use the heat and bond or the different products on the back where it lays flat, and it's beautiful. But if I'm doing a bird, I don't want it to be flat. I want the feathers to show, or a tree. I've been doing a lot of birds. I was looking at my some things that I've been working on. I need to do another what was that pink bird I did?
The heron. Is it a
I
heron?
did some herons.
What is that pink bird?
Sherry bought it. It's at Sherry's house now.
Mm. Those are pretty though.
Spoonbill, yeah.
Thank you.
The rosette spoonbill. Sherry, it's a rosette spoonbill with lots of bright pink and orange on a blue background. It was beautiful. I was trying to think of the picture, find the picture of it. Oh, that would be beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm looking for pictures. I thought I had a file with just pictures in it, but apparently I do not. Well, that is very silly of me.
What are you looking for?
A picture of the rosette spoonbill.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a picture of it somewhere. I just don't know where I saved it.
my pictures are out of hand on my phone. I have got to organize them.
When Sherry does her live, Zaza can see the quilt and it's taunting her. That's okay, Zaza. You can taunt her with your tree, with your bead tree. And then Rita's gonna get a dragon.
It's never too late.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I've been thinking about how I'm gonna do a Louisiana brown, not a brown bear, a black bear. Um, I want to do it on a road sign.
Is there such a thing?
Like have it hanging off a road sign or something funny like that.
We do have black bears, huh?
Black, not brown. Brown bears are like grizzly, big, mean. Black bears are just they're little. Well, they're 5, 6 feet tall maybe, so they're not as big and scary. Okay, so one more thing to talk about this evening is this quilt.
Ah, I love that quilt.
Yes. So this is I guess it's a throw size quilt. Um, so do you want to tell where we got it? It is a lovely, lovely quilt.
My oldest sister, who passed a few years ago, was a prolific quilt maker. She quilted and she made, I mean, she would just do it all day into the night.
She was a
And
retired teacher.
yeah, and she did a lot of other creative things too, but she loved to quilt and she made that quilt and she gave it to me for no reason. I don't remember the how it came about that I came
She was kind of
to
stingy
have
with her stuff too.
it. She was
Backstory.
sometimes and sometimes not, it just depended. But that is just a beautiful quilt. I wish you could see the quilting on it. And she didn't quilt it. She had it quilted. She had a lady she lived in Central Texas. And the thread is really thick, which makes it stand out.
And black.
It's black, yes. And the pattern they use is just beautiful. It just goes along with the material.
So we tried to sell this quilt. I'll give you the whole story.
Yeah, please.
So
Go
we
ahead.
tried to sell this quilt. It's beautiful, and we had it priced fairly. And for years, it was for sale, like within all of our other quilts, and it's never sold. And
And
I don't know why.
we were always baffled. Why hasn't anyone bought this quilt? It's beautiful.
So finally, at festival this year, when it did not sell again, like nobody even gives it any attention. I couldn't believe it still. So I said, okay, that's it. I'm taking it. It's my quilt now. So it's no longer for sale. And I've been using it on my couch.
Yeah, I think that's true, Melissa.
Yeah.
I think my mom never did keep any of her quilts. She made a lot of quilts also, but she did everything by hand, so she wasn't as prolific as Nita. But she never did keep any of the quilts. She would give them to her children or grandchildren, she had customers. Um, so I was just trying to be like Hazel, I think, and not keep them when you don't need them.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we've kept it. I was glad you wanted it.
Yeah. I don't I hate when I'm sorry guys. I don't know why it echoes sometimes. Um I don't think I've kept any of the quilts that I've made. I had one, my healing quilt that I made during a really rough time in my life, and I was kind of obsessed with it. It was a hard quilt to make. There was a bunch of little pieces, and it took me like probably a couple of weeks to a month, and I just worked on that quilt like it was my savior. And so I did keep that quilt for a really long time, and I called it my healing quilt because I was emotionally healing. It was like my therapy when I was making it. And so I had it for years and years and years. And then when my cousin's wife got really sick, she had an aneurysm and brain surgery back in March, I think. And so when she was in the rehab hospital, I gave it to her, and now it's her healing quilt.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah. And
That's
so
cool.
after, she came back home, my cousin was like, "Oh, I'll bring your quilt back to you." And I was like, "No, no, no, that's her quilt. Like I've passed it along. It's no longer my quilt." But other than that, I'm thinking I don't have any quilts at home that I've made. I have a ton of quilts, but none of them are ones that I have made. I love that, Zaza. Jennifer, I think, has one of her handmade quilts too.
Yeah, I tried to sell it at the festival, but it didn't sell. I'm going to keep that one too.
I think you should.
Yeah, it's the pattern for Grandma's flower garden.
Yeah.
But I didn't. But I didn't do a pattern. I just used scraps. And my oldest sister, who loved beautiful patterns, and all, said that's an ugly quilt. And my ex-husband said the same thing. That's an ugly quilt.
You should wrap yourself in it.
And I love it. All hand
And it's
stitched.
clearly hand stitched. You know, I mean, it's beautiful. The small egg ruin one. I love that you call her that. That's her daughter. So rude.
She'll end up getting it eventually.
Yeah, I think all of my kids, all three of them, have a quilt from me. I don't know how much they appreciate them. I don't know the oldest one, my husband's oldest daughter. I don't know if she's in Connecticut. I don't know if she even has it with her. It might still be at her mom's house. But she's quilting now.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah, she's making her own stuff. She doesn't need my quilt.
That's cute.
Yeah, and then oh, you know what? I don't know if Lucas, my son, has any of my quilts. Because I think the quilts he has were t-shirt quilts that you made for him.
I still have one from high school, from his high school, that I haven't quilted yet.
Yeah.
I'll get around to it.
Eventually. So that's about it on it. Y'all, this job is really, really cutting into my
Inconvenient.
sewing time.
It's inconvenient.
So inconvenient.
Yes.
I could stay home and quilt all day. And like this weekend, I have stuff to do. Talk about rude.
Social, like social events.
Yeah, I gotta go do stuff.
Oh, dear.
I know. Well, actually, are the national parks back open?
I just got a pop up that said that they've made a deal um, to open the government again.
Yeah, and I know that the government is like on its way to reopening, but I don't know if the national park this weekend in Eunice will be ready for our quilt thing.
No, they canceled it. I read that email a few minutes ago. It's canceled. The one in Eunice,
Yeah.
it's canceled.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, good. I can sew on Saturday.
Oh, there you go.
Hope the job. Well, and the job is not hard. I love it. Like it's a happy job. It's doable. It's manageable. Um, they're still voting in the House right now, and then the president has to sign it. Okay, so it's canceled for the weekend. Okay. I'm not glad that because it's a quilt documentation project that we're working on through the National Park Service, where we are taking pictures of quilts, documenting the pattern, who made them, how old it is, like all the details. And then it goes into like an archive of, just to document who made it. So when we did the first round, I did 3 quilts that my grandmother made. 2 quilts that my grandmother made. So, this next round, I may bring one of mine. Oh, and you need to bring that really old one.
And the lady's name that made it is on the quilt, so that'll be good. I wouldn't have known who made it.
National and most state parks are open, but with limited services and potential restrictions due to staffing changes from Yeah, okay. So I figured they've been off for so long, there's no way they're gonna come back and be able to be full swing, even if it completely is open. The programs will probably get all delayed. Okay, that makes sense, and I can appreciate that for the rangers who work there, who are so sweet. Um, yeah. I ran into one of the rangers at a social event, and, we had a good conversation. I really like her. Her name's Laura. She's not from here. That's always fun when you get, you're a national park ranger and you get sent to a park in a rural area that's not like, a big pretty national park.
Is she from North Louisiana?
I think isn't she from like New Orleans area maybe? Or is she like not from Louisiana at all? I don't
I don't
remember.
know. Yeah.
Um, Yeah. I had a conversation today with a new mom who lives in a very small rural town here, but her phone number had some weird area code. And so I asked her where she's from because I'm nosy. And she said, Utah. I was like, "Oh, why are you here?" So she got married and moved here. And I'm like, why didn't y'all stay in Utah? Like, I love Louisiana, but I'm from here. If I was from Utah, I don't think I would wanna live here. We don't have public lands, like, you can't go skiing, you can't go hiking. You can go boating, but there's no hiking trails, like, in the same way that there are in other places. Yeah. But I'm hoping tomorrow, since tomorrow I don't have a live stream and I don't have to get my nails done. Do we have any new people on that didn't get to see my nails? Look,
I
it's a
like
galaxy.
I like the color.
Look how cool that is.
That's amazing, really.
She likes being the only wife?
Yes. She's not a Mormon.
Remind me what I was talking about. Whose wife?
The Mormon, the Utah person.
Oh,
That we know of.
Zaza, that's hysterical.
Yeah.
No, and so eventually at the end of the conversation, they did say that they're gonna move back to Utah eventually. I was like, see? And the dad had been to 48 of the 50 states. He's not been to Alaska and Hawaii. I was like, dude, you gotta go. I had a friend that drove around Kansas once because it was the only state she had not been to, and at that point, it was like she was like, I just it was just the point of the matter that so she drove around Kansas. Eventually, she did go through Kansas, and now she's been to all 50 states.
Is that Melissa?
Yeah, yeah. But I'm loving my nails.
Well, you need to check in next week so we can see how they've weathered the
My
week.
nails?
Yeah.
Oh, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's gel. They don't go anywhere.
Oh,
They'll stay in until she takes it off. Pretty cool. I want so I need to add on to the quilt that I'm making, but I may end up starting over and just making a whole new one and using this one as a smaller one. Because all of the white pieces are the same fabric and I ran out of that fabric. So when I add the ends up, it would be different fabric. So I may just leave this one this size and make a whole new one.
good idea.
Because this one I can sell it. It's not going to go to waste. Um, so Rita's been to Hawaii twice. Oh, see, I loved Hawaii. and Alaska. I've been to 35, I think 34 or 35 states. I got Alaska and Hawaii out of the way. I'm missing the Dakotas through like Oregon, like that. Idaho. Never been to Idaho. But there is a train ride recently that someone told me about that you can go the whole perimeter of the United States.
Wow.
So like let's say we start in New Orleans, you go from New Orleans like maybe up to Tennessee and up the eastern coast, maybe to Vermont, Boston-ish, and then go across the top and then down California and then down through, Arizona, Texas, back to Louisiana.
That would seems like that would take a long time.
Yeah, but when you're retired, you can do these things.
I see.
Um, I think my husband has been to Sturgis. He's been to a lot of states. He worked for the railroad and got to travel a little bit, but I haven't been up there. I have a friend from North Dakota.
Is Rita a biker?
Rita might be a biker.
I think so.
I don't think Zaza, I don't think the train fare is not expensive. Um, it's the all the other things that are expensive, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I did a lot of traveling back in when I was younger too. I got paid to travel. I drove European passengers in a 15 passenger van. I went from Los Angeles to New York City and then from New York City down to Miami and back. And then we went up into Canada. I loved Boston. I accidentally went to Vermont. I was supposed to be in New Hampshire.
Were you
No, I
lost?
went to Maine. I got lost and all of a sudden the sign said, "Welcome to New Hampshire." And I was like, "Damn it." I was in Vermont. So I had to make a U-turn and went back.
And you guys went through New Orleans a couple of times because I
Yeah.
remember meeting you there.
Yeah. Went to the Ben& and Jerry's factory in Vermont. Went to, Jack Daniel's in wherever that is in Tennessee, in Lynchburg. Um, Hershey's in Pennsylvania, Las
Oh,
Vegas. I
Rita
did the
raced
swing
dirt bikes.
in Atlantic City. I did the big swing on the boardwalk. Fun stuff. And then I got old, had a baby.
I didn't know about the swing. I
Oh,
didn't know about
yeah, in
the
Atlantic
swing.
City.
Yeah, that'd be
They
cool.
pull you up, and then you pop the little cord, and you drop. It was so fun.
Oh,
I did that at Astroworld too. Got a got a couple of tattoos. Went skinny dipping, whitewater rafting.
the good old days.
Things you do before you turn 30,
Orange,
right? I bet we all have fun stories. We should do a live and everybody tell a story,
yeah.
or
Well,
people come
some
on and tell their stories. I bet Zaza has some stories. I'm just gonna go out on a limb.
Rita has a couple, I'm sure.
Yeah. No, it's not bungee jumping, Zaza. It's a swing. Like bungee jumping is when you jump off and boing back up. This you're way like there's a in the middle and you swing. You're like flying. Look, she's laughing. Oh yeah. Love the adrenaline. So I mean, and I say this every week. This weekend, Saturday, now that I have a free weekend, I might, because I have a lot of sewing to do, I might pop in live at some point on Saturday. Or I might finish that editing that video that I've been working on for a month now. How about that?
Or maybe you could take a nap.
Not on a Saturday.
No, that's true.
Naps are for days when you work and you're
Yeah,
tired.
that's true. Right. I hope to
But
work in
I
the
have so much to do between now and Christmas, sewing wise, that
Oh,
I'm
me
gonna have to figure it out. Oh, I would love to go skydiving.
Yes,
Oh, Saturday, yes, Zaza, Saturday night.
I need to put a reminder on my computer.
Yeah, I last week I had big plans to stow late into the night, and then in the afternoon my cousin's wife called and was like, "Hey, what are y'all doing?" And we cooked gumbo and had drinks and people over, and so we didn't get I didn't get to watch anybody Saturday. Oh, I'll have to go back and watch Zaza live with the dish. I could just listen to Zaza talk. It doesn't even matter what she's saying. All right, party people. Well, I will see you on Saturday, some of you, and I'll be working on some quilts because I have lots of things to do between now and Christmas. I'm gonna have to check out Zaza's dish. And all the rest of you have a great quilty week. Peace out.
Good night, y'all. Thanks for being here.
Yeah. Thank you.